Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial using a powder foundation. So I did mention in one of my videos that I've been loving powder foundation lately, and I have a routine that I have been doing lately with a powder foundation and I am amazed by it. Also, I just want to quickly mention I am sick, so if I sound nasally, that is why. If my nose is red, that is why. Also, my face is so pale compared to my body because I've been laying out and I have a nice tan going, and obviously I protect my face. So let's just pretend that my face is not 10 shades lighter than my skin. I'm really excited to show you guys this routine because when I first used this, I was blown away by it. I actually got this because of the Taylor here on YouTube. She was talking about this powder foundation and how amazing it was, so I had to try it and I was actually so blown away by it. So today I'm just going to show you guys how I apply it, what it looks like. You guys will see what I mean. It looks amazing on the skin. It does not look like a powder at all. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to do so down below, and let's just jump right in. Alright, so first things first, you want to apply all of your cream products first. You never usually apply a cream on top of a powder, so you want to apply your concealer before you apply the powder, which is weird because normally I apply my foundation and then my concealer, but because this is a powder foundation, you want to go in with concealer first. Also, if you have dry skin, you want to make sure your skin is nice and moisturized, but you don't want it to be too sticky. The moisturizer I used today actually does feel a little tacky, so I'm really hoping that that doesn't mess anything up. But you just want to make sure that your skin is really moisturized. That way the powder doesn't cling to any like dry patches. So I do have moisturizer on, blended in. So I'm going to go in with my concealer. I didn't put any primer on just because I feel like it's not really needed. So the concealer that I'm using is the JOUER Essential High Coverage Concealer, and this one is in the color Wheat. So I am just going to apply this anywhere that I normally would apply concealer. So under my eyes, my forehead, I am just going to conceal my little pimples, my chin. And I do like to apply around my nose just because I have some redness right now. And this is when you can spot conceal. So if you have any other pimples that you want to cover, then you can just do so right now. And then I'm going to blend this out with a Morphe sponge. And we're just going to push this into our skin. I also like to bring this onto my eyelids just because I typically use concealer as my eyeshadow primer. It just gets rid of like all the veins. So that is what it looks like. I look like a freaking ghost. Alright, so now that that's blended, you obviously want to set that in place. That way when we apply the powder foundation, it doesn't get all like, it doesn't like stick to the concealer weirdly. So what I like to do is go into my Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette, and what I like to do is go into these two shades right here with my sponge, and I will just press that under my eyes just to set that. And I'm also going to set any other areas that I concealed. Alright, so now that everything is concealed and set, we're going to go into our powder. So this is the JCAT Beauty AQUASURANCE Compact Foundation. This one is in the color Natural. So this is what the powder foundation looks like. It does come with a little sponge, which we are going to use to apply the powder. What I'm going to do is just take the sponge that comes in here, and we're just going to coat the sponge, and we're going to start dragging this onto the face. I also like to kind of press this into my skin as well. You want to make sure to also bring it down your neck. As you can see, with one swipe, you have coverage. Like, this powder gives such nice coverage. I cannot explain to you guys like how buttery soft this powder is. Like, it feels so smooth. So I know you may be thinking like, oh, that looks pretty powdery right now. There is a trick to this powder, and it is to spray it with the CATRICE Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Spray, which we will do in a second. So now that I have that layer onto my skin, now what I like to do is go into a bigger brush. This one is from IT Cosmetics, and I will just put a little bit on my brush and just kind of blend this around my face. I feel like this just really blends all the powder together. Alright, so now I'm just going to bronze up the skin. So now I'm just going to bronze the skin with my Fenty Beauty bronzer. This is in the color Shady Biz. I love this bronzer. It is so pretty. I'm using a Morphe R2 brush. This is what I use every day for my bronzer. It's just such a nice brush. So now I'm just going to go into my blush. So this is the MAC Peaches blush. It's just a really pretty peachy pink. And I'm just going to apply this right on the outer portion of my cheeks. Alright, so now I'm going to spray my face before we apply our highlight. And like I said, this is the CATRICE Prime and Fine Dewy Glowing Fixing Spray. This is what really melts all the products together and makes it look less powdery. So I'm just going to spray this. So this is what my skin is looking like after spraying this setting spray. As you can see, it just kind of like melted all of the products together and it looks so pretty. So now I'm just going to go in with some highlight. This is the Hourglass Ambient Absolute Strobe Light. And I like to just mix these two shades right here. And I'm just going to apply this right to my cheekbone. This is a very intense highlight. Wow. So I think I went a little overboard with my highlight. It's looking a little intense right now, but I'm just going to quickly fill in my eyebrows using the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I just like to brush my brows up, kind of shape them how I want them. Alright, so now for my eyes, I'm just going to keep it very simple. What I like to do is just go into whatever bronzer that I use that day. So I'm going to go into the Fenty Beauty one. And I'm going to just apply this right into my crease. This is something that I do pretty much every time I do my makeup. Unless I'm doing like a special look. I really just think this makes such a difference. Just putting your bronzer into your crease, it kind of makes everything match and come together. And you don't have to be like super precise with it. I kind of just apply it in there and call it a day. And the brush I'm using is a Morphe M433, which is what I use all the time for looks like this. If I just want to throw a color right into my crease, this is the brush that I always use. And then I will usually take that under my lash line as well. You could obviously leave it at this, but I'm just going to deepen it up just a bit. So I'm going into the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, which, speaking of Jaclyn, today is her launch day for her lipstick, and I'm literally waiting anxiously because I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to get what I want. I definitely want the nude trio. Let me know down below if you guys are going to try to get any. By the time this is up, the launch will probably be over with, but let me know if you guys grabbed anything. I definitely want to get the Nude Mood trio, and there's also a couple other colors that I want to try to get. Alright, so I'm just going to go into the shade right here. I'm just going to take that on the same brush that I was using and just focus this on the outer crease. This is just going to give me just a little bit more definition. And then I'll take like a little stiffer brush like this with that same darker shade, and I will just apply this closer to my lash line. This look was mainly just to show you guys my powder foundation routine, but I figured I would show you like my everyday kind of eye look going along with it. This is pretty much what I do on an everyday basis for my eyeshadow. I keep it very simple, and then I'll take these two shades right here and apply this into my inner corner. I don't have a brush, so I'm just going to use my pinky. Alright, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of liquid liner and some lashes. The lashes I'm going to be applying today are actually these new Kiss lashes. These are the Triple Push-Up Collection. I wore these yesterday and I really, really liked them. So I'm just going to apply these and I will be right back. Alright, so I have applied my lashes and my liner. You guys, look how pretty these eyelashes are. I found these at Walmart. They are the Kiss Lash Couture Triple Push-Up Collection 3D Volume. So if you guys see these in Walmart, I would definitely recommend trying them. I think they're so pretty. I did trim just like the outer portion just so they would fit my eye, because I do have a smaller kind of like almond shaped eye, so I usually do have to trim my lashes. Alright, so now all we have left are lips. So I'm going to line my lips with the Jordana Rock and Rose lip liner. Alright, so once I have that filled in, I'm going to go in with my Jeffree Star liquid lip in the color Can't Relate. I've been loving this color. Look how gorgeous that color is. I'm obsessed. And then one last time, I'm just going to spray my face. I just want to apply a little bit of gloss. I'm feeling a glossy mood today. This is the Dior Lip Maximizer. I love this lip gloss so much. Alright you guys, so that completes this look. I just feel like this powder foundation is amazing. Like, I am not someone that uses powder foundations. I always have loved applying liquid foundation, but ever since I got this powder, I've been using it all the time. It just looks so natural on the skin, and it lasts for such a long time because it is a powder. It doesn't really like move around a lot, on me at least. I also don't have oily skin, so I don't know how this wears for oily skin. I'm assuming probably good because it is a powder foundation. I feel like it'll lock all your oils in, but I'm not sure. Let me know if you guys are oily skin and you have tried this. Let us know in the comments how it wears for you. And it looks so pretty on the skin. Like, to me, it's undetectable. Like, I feel like you would never know that I had a powder on. It does not look cakey or drying whatsoever. My forehead looks really, really good. Usually my forehead can look kind of like crepey with powder on. And everything laid so beautifully on top. The highlight, the bronzer, nothing went on patchy. Because it is a powder foundation, I feel like everything just goes on smooth because powder works well with powder. Such a pretty powder foundation and so affordable. You can find this at Ulta. I ordered mine online because I think they have more shades online than in the actual store. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!